We're coming into the last session for today, and we've got a recorded session from our friends at InMobi and Unilever. And again, it's on the theme of first-party data driving insights as well as personalisation. So I will hit play for this one.
Hello, everybody. Great to see you all at this year's MeasureUp Summit by IAB Australia. I'm Richard O'Sullivan and I lead InMobi for Australia and New Zealand. And today I'm joined by David Porter, VP of Global Media at Unilever, for this keynote. Over the next 15 minutes, we will run you through an innovative application of using first-party data for insights and personalization at scale. This was conceptualized together and powered by InMobi Pulse.
Thanks, Richard, and hello, everyone. Before we jump into the technology behind this, let's all take a step back and think about one of the biggest challenges facing us in today's digital marketing world. All too often, we can struggle to convert pretty extensive market research into actionable, sharp campaigns. And the notional example we're using today is about Research Rachel. Through a 6-month research campaign, we can describe her in great detail using a range of traits: demographic, financial, psychographic, and brand or category affinity. But when we put all this knowledge into action, we can end up with a pretty basic media target audience based on demographics and audience score, which kind of defeats the purpose of all that hard work. And we've called that audience Media Rachel. An unintended consequence of this is that Media Rachel can end up seeing a whole lot of irrelevant messaging. This could perhaps take the form of a vegetarian receiving incessant non-vegetarian food-related messages, or a married person being targeted by dating apps, and so on. And I'm not surprised if this gives you a sense of deja vu, because it happens to a lot of us a lot of the time. Now, as mobile becomes the primary channel for connected consumers, Unilever is on a digital transformation journey to future-proof our business. And this means building up real-time intelligence and capability so we can be better equipped to understand, engage, and add value to people's daily lives through more personalized, more relevant communications. So, how can we capture real-time intelligence, improve our targeting, and deliver the right messages to these digital audiences? Well, we've been working with InMobi on how we use mobile-led first-party data. When it comes to relevance, access to the right kind of first-party data is really important. And we consider first-party data as a two-way value exchange, where the brand gets data from authenticated sources to plan better marketing strategies, while the public get valuable information that helps to enhance their lives. To show how this can make an impact, let's take a look at how it worked in the laundry category for our Breeze liquid detergent in the Philippines. Now, Breeze is a major brand for us in the Philippines. Its range of products can be used for washing clothes, either by hand or in a machine. And it helps to know that the detergent market there is still dominated by powders and bars, even more, with more than 95% of people preferring those formats over liquids. With a legacy of increasing convenience and brightening the lives of millions of households around the world, we wanted to help people in the Philippines take a step forward to enjoy the effective washing which you get from liquid detergents. So our objective for Breeze was to grow the liquids market penetration by reaching people who traditionally used powders, to familiarize them with the new format. We needed to identify, understand, and engage people in ways which would encourage significant changes in their really ingrained laundry habits.
Thanks, David. With that core brand task in mind, and the fact that the Philippines has a 71% internet and 89% mobile penetration, Unilever leveraged a mobile-first solution to bring about the attitudinal shift among them. Unilever identified InMobi as the digital partner of choice to understand the nature of its audiences, identify key behaviors, and then engage and acquire them through a tailored experience. Unilever started out by capturing first-party data using InMobi Pulse, the leading mobile consumer intelligence platform. InMobi Pulse, with access to over 20 million monthly active smartphone users in the Philippines, and surveyed over 11.5K consumers to understand their category preferences, usage habits, and key barriers to adopting liquid detergents in a span of 4 weeks. Unilever gathered several granular insights that helped them understand and identify their audience while shaping how they engage and acquire them. Unilever designed a pulse survey aimed at answering questions for both research and targeting purposes. To begin with, it was important to understand how Filipinos prefer to wash clothes, including the washing method at home, the penetration of wash machines, and other detailed usage habits such as the use of laundromats. From the survey of over 11,000 respondents, Unilever found out that 43% of Filipino consumers, especially mothers and homemakers, still prefer washing by hand, and that 31% of Filipinos find the smell of clean laundry as the most important aspect of the washing process. Along with this, the mobile research disclosed drivers of preference for detergent choice or category adoption, how Breeze or the liquid detergent can unlock an improved laundry experience, and an adequate mapping of audiences based on interests for creating effective communication. Based on several parameters such as spending habits, demographics, current detergent usage, habits, etc., Unilever categorized non-liquid buying Filipinos into 3 segments: bargain hunters, skeptics, and laggards. However, when activating its personalized communication strategy, Unilever needed to precisely target each of the segments: bargain hunters, skeptics, and laggards at massive scale. At the same time, the brand had to target these mobile audiences while staying up to date with their changing shopping habits, preferences, or media behavior as micro moments unfold in their daily lives. InMobi's machine learning platform used over 2,000 different attributes to create lookalike audiences. These were based on aspects like geolocation context, device app ownership, demographic data, user search history, and physical store data. From the initial 11,000 Pulse survey respondents, which represented the seed audience, InMobi amplified the reach of the campaign to 1.5 million unique users in each cohort. And these always-on audiences were updated in near real time. Having clustered and identified the 3 key target segments, Unilever had to design personalized communication that helped erode each cohort's primary barrier to using liquid detergent. But when it comes to media, Filipinos stream videos, play games, access news, and avail banking services on the go. But most importantly, mobile video advertising is seen to have a 150% higher engagement rate than other formats, and evidently the preferred mode of engagement with brands. To that end, Unilever leveraged programmatic video to deliver ads with customized messaging and aesthetics to the audience segments: bargain hunters, skeptics, and laggards, speaking specifically to their needs and concerns.
Thanks. Look, to understand the campaign's impact on the clustered audience's perceptions and behaviors, to see how they responded to the ads, we conducted a brand lift study. And this showed us that people were interacting more with the brand than had been the case before. As a result of these messages, 3 in 4 viewers recalled the ad, and 83% of those who did recall it also got the brand name correctly. Bargain hunters registered the largest rise in awareness, exactly as we'd hoped for. And they also showed a greater purchase intent and were more likely to recommend Breeze to others. So this campaign had a marked effect on people's purchase patterns. We saw that 13% of viewers visited our website, 19% checked the product online, and 1 in 3 consumers went ahead and bought the product. And purchase intent, rising to 33%, showed just how successful the campaign had been in shifting perceptions in favor of trying out liquid detergents. Our year-on-year sales value of liquid detergents went up 30% in September 2019, and another 25% in the next month, which is an early but very strong indicator that the campaign could drive growth. This people-centric approach to data-driven marketing really helped us to create a scalable, efficient, and high-impact solution for better segmentation, enrichment, and improved ROI. And using mobile research as a starting point, we were able to build a precise, fully integrated, and agile go-to-market strategy. The Unilever InMobi first-party data project, UIFD, has now scaled to many more categories and markets since our Breeze trial. In Indonesia, Lifebuoy Hand Wash used this approach to share public service announcements with residents impacted by COVID-19. At the onset of the pandemic, we quickly understood the important role Lifebuoy would have to play in fighting the virus, but 11 months into the pandemic, and even with high awareness of best hand washing practice, people's hygiene behaviours were starting to slip as generic public service announcements were no longer having the necessary impact. So using the UIFD solution helped us to develop strong, personalised messages built from a range of dynamic elements, including the province each user lived in, the number of cases in that region, daily habits of local citizens, and the persona of each user, along with many other factors. And it's been great to see how UIFD could really help us sharpen both the sales performance, but also helped us to really land our purpose goals too. So that's what we were looking forward to sharing with you today. Thank you very much for having us.